San Francisco 49ers. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Oh, he slipped right by him. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. There goes Thomas Rawls. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 73 yards. On the ground, Rawls. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Ryan now to throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This will be fielded at the 8. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this is caught at the 8. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Again, it's Rawls. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This will be fielded at the 8. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he
can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Rolls. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And able to find Garcon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Ryan. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Ryan on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be taken at the 13. Five yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. This is caught. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Gold now out to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Second down, Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with the power back, Rawls. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They begin the drive with Williams. Williams loses the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
The tight end changing his position. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go again with Rawls. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, this is Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Wilson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds Cook. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And able to find Garcon. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gold now out to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the fourth. And that is incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Niners on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Ryan. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third down. Here's Rawls. They find some open field here. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Procise. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Three yards to go on second down. A handoff right to Rawls. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Again, he finds an opening. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice into Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10.